Hello YouTube, this is Tarth and this is episode 2 of my Let's Play series for X4 Foundations. Where we left off last time is we'd just gone through the anomaly and placed some satellites, and now the Boron that's giving us our NPC, giving us our player HQ mission, wants us to go find a ship to blow up. So he's given us some cash, and I've gone to a Taladi wharf in 18 billion. And what we're going to do here is we're going to pick up a nice cheap ship that we can dispose of in due course. So we're already docked, and I'm going to go buy ships. I'm going to choose a small size because we don't have a lot of cash. And I believe the cheapest one is the Kestrel. Gassy Hull 123, oh sorry, 128. Let's see what else we got. Expensive. Could use a mining ship, 105. Just thinking that might not be able to hold the antimatter items because it's designed for holding ore. Alright, we'll go for the Kestrel just to be safe. Now we need to outfit it. These red icons mean that there's stuff missing from the ship. I want to fit it as cheaply as possible. So we'll start with the engines. What do we got? We'll go with the cheapest all-round engines. Same for the thrusters. We've got a basic shield generator just to make sure that it doesn't get blown up on the way. Doesn't need any weapons. Software. That needs flight assist software Mark 1. Some kind of long range scanner, so we'll just leave this one on. Basic object scanner. Doesn't need anything else on here. Consumables, it doesn't need any of these. And we need to put at least a pilot in it. And 200,000, add that shopping list. That's going to leave us with 34,000, which will be enough to buy the antimatter we need. Turn the order. We go to
Stop that drone.
Go to property owned. Okay, so it's under construction. 34 seconds for it to be built. Now the next thing we need to do is find some antimatter cells to purchase. Got the trade filter. And let's try a different way. Go add new where. Here we are, antimatter cells. Now we need to see if we've discovered any stations that sell it. Let's try the other system. Okay, so what I'm going to need to do is fly around and do a bit of exploring to find a station that sells them. From memory, I think there is one in Grand Exchange 1, so I'll check there first. So I'll edit out all the boring travelling, and I will be back once I've found a station that sells antimatter cells. Back in a bit. Alright, and we're back. Took a bit longer than I was hoping for to locate an antimatter cell factory. Evidently there wasn't one that I could find in Grand Exchange 1, so I will still check later on. I'm convinced there is one there, but I couldn't find it. I ended up even loading up my save from 1.2 to see if I could figure out where it was, and I spotted it on my 1.2 save, but it looks like the stations are in a different order in this particular save, in the 1.3 save, so it could be down to the game start possibly, or the patch has moved the stations around. In the end, I took the super highway that goes circling around the galaxy, filled in a bit of the map, and ended up finding a station down in the of Holy Vision, Holy Order of Pontifex space. I've just had the Kestrel fly there and dock. Now what we want to do is have them trade with the station. Can be a bit finicky. Trade offers. There we go. There. Right. Okay, so we're after antimatter cells. We only need 3 of them. Select the ship that we want to trade to, which there's only one dock, so that's the only option, the Kestrel. The arrow keys to adjust the amounts purchased. We only need 3 of them. Nice and cheap. Earn that. Kestrel will pick up the cargo. Now the next thing I want to do, the cargo is on it. See that by going to ship information and storage. There's our 3 antimatter cells. Now, what I need to do before I send the ship off on its own, go to player information, go to global standing orders, and I want to change it so that if a pirate harasses it, I certainly want it to notify me, but I don't want the Kestrel trying to attack it. I want it to try and evade, because I don't really feel like having the ship blown up to pirates. After changing that, that'll affect all ships that are AI controlled. By me, that is. Exit out of that. Now I'm also hovering outside the same station. I'm going to escort it through to Grand Exchange 1, which is where we need to go. Zoom in on the map here. See the exclamation mark for the mission marker, the experiment. That's where we need to send it. So if we go to property owned on the map interface, there's Kestrel Sentinel, and can't set it to exactly where it is, set the mission to active, but can't right click directly on the exclamation mark. We'll have to do a bit of fine tuning once we get there. If we select the Sentinel and right click near it, we can order it to fly to. If I double click the Sentinel, it should start undocking. That's excellent. The Sentinel will fly there on its own, and I will follow it. But this episode's run on in a little bit, and I need to do some editing to cut out all the boring travel bits. So I will be back once the ship, once I've edited this episode and uploaded it, and once the ship has got to Grand Exchange 1, we'll fly in and follow the rest of the mission. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.